What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another update for everybody on Ocugen, ticker symbol OCGN. This one here has some pretty big news that I want to share with you all. Before I dive in, I do want to give a quick shout out to the Webull page. This video is brought to you by Webull, everybody. If you do want to help out the channel and also get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100, feel free to use my link below in the description. Thank you so much for everyone that has used it so far. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Ocugen, guys, what a day it had. For everyone that's been in on Ocugen, since we started talking about it early February, before the short squeeze, you know what happened, guys? We are seeing it up 82% since the beginning of February, just over the last year before they received their EUA, the emergency use authorization in India. Look at this, up 3,100%. Which is just unfathomable. These numbers are astronomical. These are numbers that people don't see in their lifetime when they invest in stocks. So congratulations to everybody that bought into Ocugen with the rumor, again, believing in these pharmaceutical companies before they become, bigger market cap companies. That's what we're all about. And again, this was just a lone penny stock. And guess what? Now it's left that range, and I think this is just the start for this fantastic company, fantastic business that's going to continue to do well moving forward. So why did Ocugen do so well today on on this trading day in the market? So again, as you saw, obviously per the daily graph, we saw even in the aftermarket up 4%, today up 18.37%. So again, approximately a 22.5% increase on the day, which is fantastic. So again, Ocugen's vaccine, again, their C19 vaccine was granted EUA or emergency use authorization. For anyone that does not know what an EUA is, again, not medical advice, nor are my videos for financial advice, but I'm just trying to give you guys some education and plays that I'm in. But again, an EUA, emergency use authorization, just allows people per their government, right? Again, in India, they're giving them the go-ahead to start administering the vaccine before it completes its clinical trials. Here in the United States, Pfizer and Moderna have current EUA. In addition, Johnson & Johnson just received their emergency use authorization. So again, we can start administering them because what they've been seeing in phase 3 clinical trials are the benefits outweigh the risks. And anytime that happens, you know what that means. They want to start getting this out there because this deadly disease, this deadly pandemic that we have been in for such a long time, about a year now since the lockdown, finally, we're starting to see the overall graph kind of, trend the right direction. We're seeing finally, potentially, that we saw the peak this winter, and now hopefully just moving forward, things are going to only get better. Now, regardless, so 3 big reasons that Ocugen is skyrocketing today. So Investor Place, I know there's difference of opinion about this spot, but again, it's more of a blog, and I do like what they've said. So again, one of the big things is that EUA was granted in India. So Bharat Biotech, the Indian partner in the US, they're the ones who are currently they've been authorized to work on Covaxin. So Covaxin is the product that's currently being manufactured and being administered in India. So the authorization allows Covaxin the same licensure status as other vaccines currently in use, Moderna and Pfizer. Johnson & Johnson is up and coming. It just became available. Additionally, the company will be able to remove clinical trial mode language. So this removes the need for informed consent by recipients. Indeed, it's expected this move could boost vaccination numbers for this vaccine. This is because recipients may be more willing to take the vaccine with the cloud of uncertainty, again, pertaining to the clinical trial being gone. So also, the results of Covaxin has been boosting Ocugen stock. So recent reports by The Lancet that Ocugen's Bharat Covaxin vaccine showed high levels of antibody response and no serious side effects in phase 2 studies. Has been, and it's been a very highly bullish stock. Additionally, an interim analysis shows this vaccine has demonstrated 81% efficacy in preventing symptoms from the virus. Like other major shots, this dual dose option, it is a dual dose option. So as you guys are aware, for Pfizer, you have to get 1 shot in 3 weeks. 21 days later, you get your second shot. And then for Moderna, you get your first shot, and then 4 weeks later, you will get your second. And then finally, for Johnson & Johnson, the last one that has just become available here in the United States is a single dose vaccine. Now, Ocugen, again, it is a 2-dose vaccine. So I wish it was a single dose because that would make it even more favorable compared to the other competitors. And then, however, the fact that this drug could be stored at 36 to 46 degrees is very beneficial for mass distribution. So the fact that it doesn't have to be, frozen, right? You don't have to let it thaw out. You don't have to go through the process, because that's what makes the Moderna and Pfizer one so difficult, is because it has to be administered it has to be given, quickly. There's a short window there. But regardless, I'm not trying to go too much into that, guys. If you watch my DD on Ocugen, I've already presented one before, so I'll put that in the description. But again, the big thing about Ocugen's product is that it is not an mRNA vaccine. Ocugen's product that they created, the Covaxin vaccine, that one is actually an inactivated with an adjuvant. So it's an inactivated C19. So again, non-mRNA vaccine, which is going to allow people who are typically willing to get vaccines and not comfortable with the whole mRNA process. This is one that potentially is going to start getting people on board to get vaccinated. Now, you see here, about a week ago, the Motley Fool also reported about the same things. Again, getting on February 2nd, Ocugen struck a deal with India-based vaccine developer Bharat Biotech to commercialize Covaxin in the United States under the terms of agreement. Ocugen will receive a 45% share of the profits, with Bharat Biotech receiving the rest. So guys, if this occurs and the US starts having Covaxin available in the market, this company's stock is going to become a lot more bullish and a lot more widely adopted. So as we see here, if you want to look at some of the institutional holdings for Ocugen, you could see Vanguard. You see it here, right? As of the beginning of March, they reported that they're holding shares, millions of shares. You don't see just hundreds. So 6.6 million through the Vanguard Total Market Index Fund investor shares, 2.2 million Vanguard Extended Market. You could see, just looking down here, JP Morgan holding some shares. You can look down and kind of see Citadel Advisors holding, 13,000 shares, etc. So when you see big institutions holding penny stocks, that's kind of reassuring for all of those who are, looking to maybe just start getting their skin in the game, or trying to figure out, did I make the right decision in buying this company? So with Ocugen's product here, again, a non-mRNA vaccine, that really makes it something that more people are going to be comfortable using. So you can go through, the New York Times has a fantastic article on how their vaccine works, and they go through the process. I've talked about it in my video, but it talks about how an inactivated vaccine like this one here, Covaxin, actually works, and the process of the actual creation of it. So if you go through and look through this article, again, I'll post it in the description below for you guys to see. I think it's just fantastic. As a pharmacist, for me, I get very, very excited when I see more and more companies coming on the scene to start sharing their products and getting it out there. So it's allowing more mass distribution. And in addition to mass distribution, it's going to allow more people to get vaccinated. Right now, I think a recent article came out, 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 adults in the US have been vaccinated. But people need to stop having tunnel vision and only looking at the United States. I am, wanting to see more people across the entire globe get vaccinated. People back home, right? I come from Sudan, and I always talk about it on my live streams especially. But again, I want to see people in the African regions start getting vaccinated. Europe, sure, why not? Asia, we want to see vaccines all across to start getting us back to this entire recovery phase, see us get out of this pandemic, and slowly but surely go back to a normal life, without wearing these lovable masks, right? So thank you again so much for everybody who tuned into the video. And guys, the love and support you have been showing the channel, honestly, again, another time I'll say it, unfathomable. I just could have never imagined that my channel would grow as much as it has. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers, only 100 away. Didn't think that was a number I would see, but again, I appreciate you all. Please feel free to join us on the Discord. The link is in the description, completely free. Such a fantastic community. I really do enjoy everybody that talks about stocks. First thing in the morning, right before the market opens, till the end of the night, we see everyone talking and supporting one another and giving their, due diligence, their deep dives on certain stocks. So come in, join us, and thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, everybody, keep investing.